So basically that lady walking around the corner is acting shady. I didn't catch all of it, but basically what she did was she walked up to this door, went like this, stood here for a minute as I saw her, and then just walked back like this, and then across the street, and then around the corner like you saw. But like, kind of strange considering my last couple days. So like, sometimes I run into people where they just are doing kind of like abnormal actions. So I'm guessing that this store's closed. So maybe, yeah, it's not open for an hour. So I don't know. It's just weird. Like maybe she walked to the store, realized she couldn't get in that door, and then also realized that it wasn't open. So she just decided to walk back away. But like, again, just on itself, a random occurrence that you wouldn't normally notice. But because I see this kind of behavior all the time, it's a pattern of people, when I get close to them, they automatically change their direction. Whether, I don't know if it's like a telepathic thought that they receive and I didn't. And they're like, you don't need to go into that store or go across the street or get away from this guy. I don't know. Could be one of many things. But it's just like one thing that I noticed. So like, I'm gonna try when I'm at Walmart. I see it a lot at Walmart where people walk in and walk back out. It's kind of hard to catch unless I film for like an hour and a half straight. But I don't have the editing skills to like do that. So I'm just gonna worry about the obvious stuff, and I'll just make a note that I saw two things already, and I haven't been walking for more than 15 minutes. So like legit, like just right here, like what is this person doing? Like when I see something strange, something else strange usually occurs. It's just like, it's just a weird spot to park in a parking lot. It's not, I don't know. I guess maybe I'm just making a mountain out of a molehill, but it is interesting. This guy's giving me eyes and just staring me down. So anyways, the point I'm trying to make is sometimes when I see something, it makes me more aware that something else unusual is happening. And like, as I look, she's definitely parked in a parking spot, but my schizophrenic brain first recognizes that something strange is going on because I'm not looking at the faded paint. I'm just looking at a car parking there, and it's just like a weird spot to park. Anyways, it's just one thing on a camel's back, just one straw on a camel's back that I'm adding, and eventually I'm gonna catch something probably today, if most likely at Walmart or in the shopping district where there's lots of people. Because like I say, when I'm crazy, I attract crazy people. So yeah, anyways, just, people will say, oh, it's normal, she's in a parking spot, and I'll say fair point, but you know what, could be just a day full of weird things. How's it going, Shirley? Good. You having a good day?
Yeah.
All right. Just a local person that I know, because I walk around, she walks around. I hear her talking to herself often too. This guy just looked behind him and said something. There's no one behind him. She's talking to herself again, as I mentioned that. Just interesting. Yeah. I don't know, like, right now, a few things are kind of not, there's nothing outstandingly strange, but when you add them all together with the girl, the car, and now this lady. she's just going off, like I said she does. So I'm just gonna film for a little bit and see if I see anything. There's like so right now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's like 12 people in this restaurant. Okay, and like this guy. Remember I said he was kind of strange talking to himself? Like, what's he doing? Like, I'm crazy, so I'm attracting crazy people too, I think. So I'm gonna go talk to him. He's crazy. When I get close, I'm not gonna film him. How's it going, buddy?
Yeah, how you doing?
Good, good. I heard you talking. I hate talking. I talk to myself all the time too. It's really annoying. Do you like it or do you have a problem with it? Like, do people say, why are you talking out loud to yourself? Because people always often ask me, and I get confused because I'm like, I'm just having a thought with myself. But like, I don't know. Like maybe, like, what's your like? Do you have any advice for me? You don't have anything to say to me about like helping me with my voices? Do you have voices too?
No, you have that.
Oh, you do. You do have voices, eh?
Great song. One of the great songs.
One song is you have a great song that you enjoy? Yeah.
Like one of the great music songs.
Yeah, I like great conversations too. That's why I like to talk to people, especially when I see someone who may have the same things that I have, like the same, like I hear voices and stuff. So sometimes I talk out loud to them, and I just thought maybe you could relate to that. So like I thought maybe you do something, like you have a job and shit. So I think, right? So like you're doing great, man. That's awesome. I can't work, so it's tough. I just thought maybe
Find every great conversation with people and stuff.
you do like conversation with people.
By every grateful conversation. So.
Yeah, I like grateful conversation too. What time does this place open at? Oh, right here, 10. So you have to wait till they let you in? Yeah. Is it a good place to work?
The grateful stuff in there.
Like old stuff, eh?
Like we have one of the grateful stuff here.
Oh, grateful stuff. Oh, your friend is here. I'll let you get going. It was nice to meet you, sir. Have a good day. Good. I don't know. It's just weird. Like, once I started talking to him, I realized that I had met him before and that he works there. But at the time, I didn't recognize him with the hat and stuff. But like, I'm kind of past the point of making people feel comfortable. I'm kind of just like wanting to investigate this shit. And like this guy, when the girl let him in, he was like, hey, how's it going, blah blah blah. But like to me, he was kind of like, oh, grateful conversation, grateful conversation. He would say shit like that, but it didn't make sense. I mean, you heard it. I was trying to make out what he was saying, but it was really hard. Again, crazy people attract crazy people. That's how it is. Like right now I'm crazy, so right now I'm attracting crazy people. Last night I did at the bar. This morning I did. Now I see some people in this truck over here, and they're kind of just sitting in the truck. Again, like they're not waiting by the door for someone to come out with grocery. They're parked over here just by themselves. But again, like the second time in like 20 minutes where I've seen someone just fucking sitting in a car in a weird spot. I'm sure if I knock on the window, they'll give me a good excuse, like, whatever, enter blank sentence here. But it's just like, I think I'm just gonna like go fucking, like, I don't know. I'm just gonna play by ear and walk towards them and see and like make eye contact. And I'm just gonna go up and go, I'm gonna put my phone down by my side and I'm gonna say like, excuse me, my phone died and I was just curious if you could tell me because I have a meeting. I'll just make something up. I'll just say my phone died and I need to be somewhere in a few. I'll look at the time and I'll make it up. I'll just play it by ear. But I'm really curious what they'll fucking say. I might not talk to them, but I might, depending on the eye contact. Again, like I said, like it's just weird when I see this so often, like people just randomly sitting in places, and people with schizophrenia will start to see other shit that reminds them of what I'm seeing, and they'll draw the conclusion that they're under surveillance, they're being followed, there's people out around them because people are acting strange, I guess. So yeah, I don't know, let's just walk towards this person and I'll keep talking and then I'll just fucking play it by ear. I'm gonna walk like I'm walking to them, and then I'm just gonna turn right and go into the grocery store. But I don't know. It's just weird, man. They just sit there. I just see it so fucking much. How's it going?
Good, thanks.
I wonder, like, what they're... I don't know. There's two people in the car, so they're not waiting for fucking anything. Here's the other thing that I'm looking at. This parking lot has a shit ton of cars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 in this row, 11 in that row, at least 11 in that row, and 11. There's at least 60 cars in this parking lot. And there was like maybe 20 people max in the restaurant. There's no one in that store because it just opened. So that means there should be like 40 fucking people in this grocery store if everyone drove their own fucking car here. There's no other options. Nothing was open over there. The restaurant was open. It had like 15 people, maybe 20. There's nothing else to go to. So like, where are all these cars and why are these people just fucking sitting here? So like, yeah, let's go into the grocery store and see if we can find 40 people, which I know is not going to happen. And there's cars around the corner that I can't see that are employee cars, but I still count the employees. And I know everyone in that restaurant, the 15 people, they all didn't drive their own car. 15 people didn't drive their own car to meet at that restaurant. So I always get confused as why there's 70, 60, 80, sometimes 100 cars. And like, if every single person drove their own fucking car to work, it still wouldn't make sense. So like, empty, right? 3 people over there. There's 3 people in this mall, in this store so far. 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know. Doesn't look like there's 30 people. 8 or 9 people. Okay, so got 8 people. We'll say there's a few people working cameras and accounting in the back. So maybe, what did I say, 8? We'll say like 11, 12 people. And I know some of them park on the other side, but we'll just assume that they parked out front in one of the 70 or 60 cars I counted. So, again, we went into the grocery store and there's all these cars. All these cars. 11 cars in each row, and there's about 4 rows, right? We know the thrift store just opened because we were talking to that crazy guy. So there's probably one or nobody in there. and I'm gonna go into the restaurant, and then I'm just gonna film around, and then I'll let you decide if it's weird that all these cars are fucking here, and where are the people that drove them. This is a busy spot in the morning. A lot of people like breakfast here, but still. I don't know, rough guesstimate, maybe like I said, 12 or 13 people, 3 cooks, 16 people, 12 people in the fucking grocery store. That's like 20 some people, and like 40 or 50 cars in the parking lot, and there's nothing else to go into. Like I said, this store just opened. Well, it's not even opened yet because it's not 10 apparently. So like, it gets me every fucking time. It breaks my brain. Where the fuck are all these people parking and then going to? There's nothing around here. This place isn't open. It's open. Join us on Saturday at 6 p.m. There's no way that 20 some people drove all these fucking cars. And you can't say they're across the street, parked here and walked across the street, because that lady, when I first started recording, proved that nothing was open, and she just turned around. And so like, again, these people are still sitting in this truck just waiting. So I'm gonna put the phone down and I'm just gonna walk up to them and say, can you help me with the time? I'm a little fucking, my phone just died and I need to go somewhere. So I'm gonna put the phone down. So it almost looks like they're about to drive away as I get closer. Yeah. As usual, when, like, I wish I would have said something earlier, but I'm also glad that I didn't, because like, it's just another point. Like I say, like, once it just becomes obvious, like at the moment, sometimes I notice, like, when I'm gonna make a decision to do something, it's like they just drive away at the right moment. They don't do anything. They sat there the whole time, and then they didn't do anything, and then they drive away. And it's like that horn. It doesn't make me think that I shouldn't be talking. Like, not every horn makes me think like, oh, I shouldn't be talking. Like the delusions I caught yesterday where I was talking. It's like, how do I make the point? Like, when I say something key, like I'm scared of bikers, and then the alarm goes off, it's always the key word that makes you realize what. It's almost like you trigger a word that sends the alarm off. But like when you're just talking like blah 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 honk, it's not like, it doesn't, you're not saying anything that's really fucking controversial. So it just becomes more and more obvious when it happens. And like, I know that I caught it yesterday, and if I do what I'm doing where I just notice something and then start recording, I know that I'm gonna miss some of those things. But again, like, I don't want to record for an hour and a half to get like a couple, 3 or 4 honks. I got it yesterday, so I'm just gonna stop now. And I'm kind of happy that I got it on video with like all these cars and like 20 people. Doesn't make any sense.